Hi, I'm going to do a short video here and hoping to get back doing some more videos right now. So I'm just doing this dunnage here on top of this roof. So you can see I have a couple of PDFs imported here, just drawn above them. So you can see I've created some connections. I've created the connections on the top of these posts to the beams using the gable end connection, which is this one down here, gable wall end. So I have copied that around, so master slave, but if you can see there is no box around this one or this one or this one over here. This one does have a box, so that would mean that this one is the master. So you can see you cannot upgrade this to master because it already is. So if I go to this one, click on that plate, joint properties, you can see I can upgrade this. So you can upgrade this, but if you want to find the one originally, it's the one with the box. Now if you do what I just did and check the properties, it will give you the box after that. So sorry, I did advanced properties, so joint, you'll see the box will appear, so then you can have the box. So these four on the top are connected, so what I usually do now is I want a similar connection on the bottom, and we'll check the gauge on this. So the gauge on this existing beam, so I have these set to existing beams in gray, and the properties are 5.5 is the bolt gauge, and the bolt gauge up here is 3.5. So what I'll do is we'll come down here, we're just going to do the regular create by template, select the part of the connection, select the beam, select the column, and you can see now that this is not correct because the beam is a different size. So what I'm going to do is I will go into this joint, and you can set this up to be by plate or by bolts. So I have it set to total, which is probably not the right way to set it up if you want to use it for a different one, but I can just change this to 8.5 and then go to the bolt distance, and it's on gauge line. The gauge is not 3.5. See, if I deactivate it and activate it again, it switches it because I copied it from above. So now that is what I want. And then if we go to the bolts, and you can see there's no way to change where the bolts are being used. You can add welds if you want. So let's close that out. Double click on these bolts to see, and it says assembly location site. So these are existing beams, so I want to change this to site drill, and I'm going to change the coating to galvanized or hot dip galvanized, whichever you prefer. I'll just do galvanized, then I'll select this, and now I'll use this one, create joint in a joint group, and then I'll select the beam and the column, and then I'll select the beam and the column, and I'll select the beam and the column. That's how I do it. You can propagate joints and do all those things, but I prefer to do it a joint at a time, and that's what you want to do to copy those. Now we can see again we have the same situation where this has a joint box and these other ones don't. So by looking at this straight away, I know that this is the main joint. But as I said, you can change that, it doesn't matter. So if I click on these bolts, we can see it has also copied that they are galvanized and that they are to be site drilled. And maybe that's helpful for somebody just to understand how these boxes work. Alright, take care.